desk. Okay. Now we will get back to our Halloween project. All right, so we talked about the plaid tidings paper. Here it all is. Super cool. There you go. Ooh, Vicky does machine embroidery. Oh, yep, that makes perfect sense. So I guess hand embroidery is actually probably a lost art then, I suppose, for those people that used to do that. Okay, so we have two pieces of cardstock. They're squares. This one is a 6x6. This one is a 5x5. The 6x6 we're going to score at 1 1/4 inches on each side. Okay. And the 1 1/4 inch mark is right to the edge of the trimmer, right before you hit the gray there. So you can just slide it in, bump it up to that edge, score, turn it around, slide it up to that edge, and score again. The black, we're going to do almost to the 1 inch mark. I'm going to have to get a little closer because I'm blind, as you guys know. Make sure I'm not going past that one. You don't want to go past because you want your lid to be a tiny bit bigger than your box. So if you go almost to 1, that center section will be just a hair bigger than this section here. Okay. So we're doing these at almost 1. Okay. Grab some scissors. Where are my scissors? I don't see my nice ones, so I guess we'll get some crappy ones out. And you're going to snip up the score line here. And then you're going to do the opposite side and snip up score lines there. So you're going to do the same thing on this larger box here, or larger piece. This is going to be the bottom. And do that and that. Okay, now we need a bone folder. So now we're going to fold up all the sides. And then, of course, burnish that with our bone folder. Fold that one up, and these here. Okay, there we go. So those are all done. We're going to end up folding that together like so, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some Stamp and Seal. Actually, I'm going to use the Seal Plus on these corners here. Let's see, so I'm going to fold those in. So where do I actually want the Stamp and Seal? So I want it right here. Okay, so I'm going to put it kind of close to this little fold line here. Oops. And right there. And scoop that up right here. And I think I'm going to need to put a little bit more somewhere else. We're going to put that in. Yeah, we're going to do this area right here on this spot too. I'm using Seal because it's a little heavier duty than our regular, or I'm using Seal Plus, excuse me. It's a little heavier duty than our regular seal, and so we're doing a box, and so of course we want it to stick together. So there you go. Oh yes, Kathy, I should have said that this is rich raspberry, and it was a 6x6 scored at 1.5 inches all the way around. Okay. Oops. Oh, that might not be good. Hopefully my seal isn't going to stick immediately, and I'm going to have a moment. Ah! Ooh, that was close. I thought I had them all nice, and I didn't. So there you go, more stamping with Barb. Okay, now sometimes you'll get like excess. I don't know how this happens. Maybe my piece of paper wasn't exactly 6x6. Maybe my scoring wasn't exactly at 1.5. Maybe my cutting, who knows. But I just take some scissors and I just snip that off. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing on the top. Okay. And this last side here. Okay, so the seal on this one, I think I can get away with just in the middle of the tab. Okay, so now with the lid, I want to put it over the box. Okay, I want to build the top with the box in there, because that way I'll make sure that it's going to fit. So I've got my box upside down right into the lid. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at all the sides here. And I'm just going to bring those two up. Put those two tabs. Oops, that one didn't work out so good. There. Okay, so now I can take it off, and now I can really press it into place. All right. Oh, Jean, I love those new adhesives too. I am just a big fan. After I finally figured out how to use that thing, oh my word. Yeah, we are like BFFs now, Seal and I. Okay, and so now we have a little cute little box, so we can actually add some candy to that. So I have some little candies here. These are actually old candies. I tried to get some Halloween candy. I was at a store up in Billings, Montana here last weekend, and I couldn't find any Halloween candy at this store that I like to go to, because I can get like a variety of pieces. Like they have a whole thing full of Reese's peanut butter cups in different patterns, and I can just buy, you know, like 5 of each color or whatever. So I had it left over from last year, so we're using it. So don't, if you come to my house, don't eat this because it's like old. Yuck. But we will be getting some new fresh candy, so that when we give this away, you know, somebody doesn't get some nasty candy that's been sitting in my drawer for a year. Okay, so then I have a piece of this pattern of the plaid here, and I cut it to like 3 by 3, but I wasn't sure if I might want to cut it a little smaller, so I'm going to wait and see after I get the whole thing finished what I want to do with it, because I'm not positive. Okay, so here's my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Boss, which I have to tell you guys, I love this about this machine, that it has these numbered plates, and then it tells you right on the platform, what do you need to do to build your sandwich. So for me to use a thin die, I've got platform 1, platform 2, cutting pad 3, paper and die, and cutting pad 3. So my little die is coming out of the Hippo and Friends dies. It's a fun little shape that I think is very cute. And where's my paper? Right here. So we are going to run that through. So I like to just make sure that my plates are all like nice and together. And then we'll bring in plate number 3, the other plate number 3, and we're just going to run it through. Now this is a little tighter, obviously, than a Big Shot machine, which I believe makes it cut so much better. Look at the detail in these dies. So cute. All those little dots around there, and then the negative space too. Yeah, I'm digging it. Okay. Put that on the floor. Ooh, wait, I have a tip for you guys. Really quickly. If you do buy this machine, which you should, obviously the 2 sides fold up, which makes it a little bit more compact. But on the bottom of this machine are these little, I don't know if they're like silicone pads or what, but as you have it on your table and you're using it, it collects, these little pads collect dust. So I just take a piece of Scotch tape every once in a while and clean them off. When I find that my machine maybe starts slipping around on my table, I just find if I just clean off those little silicone or rubber pads, then it stops sliding around. So pro tip for you. Then we can bring in our little design here. What do we need? We have some stamps. Ooh, I got my stamp stuck on something else here. We got a cute little bat, and then we have a sentiment, and they both come to us from a Banner Year stamp set. This is in the holiday catalog, and it also is bundled if you want to purchase it as a bundle with punch, and I thought I had it. Oh, I do. It's this little banner punch here, so you can punch, well, I hate doing it like this because then you can like see it's weird, but you can make like a little label end or a little pointy kind of arrow end. And so yeah, I never put top on it, and the shape, it fits better. Oh, she's talking about the box. Yeah, Vicki, I know. Isn't that an amazing tip for you? I'm full of tips, you guys. Okay, so we're using a Banner Year. Got our little label. Need some ink. So we have got some Memento Tuxedo Black and some Rich Raspberry. I'm going to start out by stamping my sentiment here. Try to stamp it in the center-ish of the little label here. Ah, that's me being a heavy-handed stamper. Okay, hold on, because I have another. Where's my piece of white? Because that's gonna bother me. Can I flip it over? Ugh. Maybe. I'll try. Won't press so hard this time. I need to stop being such a heavy-handed stamper. That's better. Okay, we're going to leave that and go on and continue on our little trick here. Oh, I need some scraps of white. That's not going to be big enough. Here, this will work. Okay, so now I need to stamp these little cute little bats. I'm going to stamp 2 of them. Ooh, can I get 2 on here? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to fussy cut them out. Hopefully this won't take too long. I will go quickly. See how fast I can fussy cut a bat. Shouldn't be too long. I did practice this morning when I was making this box before I had to get all sweaty and stinky and load up a truck. You would think that my husband would have helped us, but he's mowing the lawn, and him and my son both say, well, you know, we would go ahead and load it for you, but then you're just going to come out and rearrange it anyway, so why would we? And that's actually true. I would. So we loaded it ourselves, which we didn't load everything, like the bed. We didn't load the bed yet because that's a little bit bulkier than, you know, we could have handled. So the men are going to have to get up in the morning, and then we'll load the bed. Okay. Boy, this fussy cutting is a lot slower than I thought. Sorry, guys. Okay. And then we've got this one. Let's just see if we can quickly turn this thing and see if we can make it go a little faster. And I don't know if you guys were noticing how I fussy cut, but my right hand that has my scissors never moves. All it does is open and close the blades. My left hand is doing all the work. So my left hand is actually guiding the paper to the blades. And I find that that really helps me be a fairly quick fussy cutter. Oh, thank you, Sangita. That's very nice. I hope I pronounced your name right. I am terrible with names sometime. Okay, we'll get that. His little head. Come up over his wing. Bam, that only took me like, what, 20 minutes? That's some pretty crappy fussy cutting, but it's done. So that's been my motto this week with, you know, everybody getting back to school and this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be done. Okay, so we have our sentiment piece. We have our little bat friends. And I need to get a tiny bit of adhesive on there. And that's the only thing that is not super easy with the Seal and Seal Plus is to get like tiny bits of adhesive. So, what do you call that? Liquid glue would probably be a little easier, but we got it. So we just added our little bats. They're super cute. So in here is a strip of Blackberry Bliss, which is 3 by 3/4. Hey, thanks you guys. Linda has shared my video. So yes, if you guys wouldn't mind, please share the video. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's questions or anything like that. If you guys have questions, please ask me. I'm happy to answer them. So we're going to slide this in because this little track here, you can put a 1/2 inch piece of paper. Something just fell off my shelf. A 3/4 inch piece of paper or a 1 inch piece of paper. So I've got a 3/4, so that's, I'm going to slide that in that 3/4 spot. And then I like to flip it over so I can see like how much I'm snipping off, because I don't need all of it snipped off, but I do need a fair amount. So this one, I think we're going to go, oh, wait a minute. Wrong side. Oops. I need to get that in there straight. Thank you, Trudy. She said I did make a cute box. I'm going to actually punch off a tiny bit more. I want that to be a tiny bit shorter. Let's see how that's going to work. That should be cute. Okay, so we're going to add a little seal right here. And then we shall get our little label mounted. I may have stamped that sentiment crooked. Oops, I can't see. What do you know about that? Okay, so now I can't decide if I want to leave the plaid full so it covers up the entire top of the box, or if I want to trim it just a bit. I think I'm going to trim it just a bit. So I may trim it like to 2 7/8 or something like that. And then we'll see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I think that is a little bit better. All right, so let's add some seal to this. And a little right there. We'll stick this on the lid. Whoa. Boy, I am terrible at lining stuff up today. Good grief. There, that's cute. Then I have some bumblebee ribbon, some of the in color ribbon, because it matches, of course, the box. So I'm going to tie this in a little bow. Wait a minute, I'm going to do it this way. Got to remember how I tie a bow. Okay, so we're going to bring that over, under, tight. All right, this is where I struggle, you guys, sometimes trying to make a bow tight. Stick my finger under there, pull that little bow through. Well, I need another hand, but I think it worked. Okay, and we're going to tighten that little loop there. That one needs to be a little smaller. Where's that need to come through? Over here. Make it tight. Okay, now I'm going to push this over to the edge because we need to add our little thingy here, our little doohickey, for lack of a better word. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the ribbon off. Get rid of that. I'm going to add a few, well, we'll see. We're going to have this be over the ribbon so that the ribbon can be, you know, untied and slid off the box so that somebody could like open the treats but yet not ruin, you know, the box and the ribbon, so they can undo the ribbon and open up the box and put the ribbon back if they want. Okay, so we're going to try to set that in the middle. We're going to slide this over so it's kind of in the middle of the box. Is about right there. Okay, and I need to trim this little guy off because it's way too long. So cute, but I do have one more thing. I thought maybe some of these yellowy rhinestones would look cute on there. And these are the holiday rhinestones that are in the annual catalog. So let's throw a few of them on the box. Because why not? Because they're adorable. And then we have a tiny bit of sparkle. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, so there's project number 1. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad you like it. Thumbs up if you liked it.